You know, that's the problem with these GoPros. It stopped again. So I've been yapping and it hasn't even been on. So what I did was, just in case it's my red cable, I actually have the newer one I bought. So I used it the other day and it didn't stop. So we'll give it a whirl and see if that's the reason. I'm so fed up. So another 85 bucks. Like I said, as a walking around camera where you can hear it and see it right away if it stops, it's fine. But as an action camera where you're in the midst of action and you can't deal with stuff stopping, it's ridiculous. I really want to try that Insta360. What I don't like about it is you have to do things through their app. Or, I mean, they have a PC program too. So I guess you can take it and offload the video. Whoa, that's death. Yeah, offload the video. Convert it or whatever you want to call that, convert it over, and then run it through. But I mean, it's an extra step, but I guess it wouldn't be a huge deal. I guess you just do that through their software. What's nice about the Insta360 is it just uses, you can just plug in, you can plug in a mic and you can plug in an external battery, I do believe. You can get a splitter. But they also have bigger batteries that claim to work like 4 hours. So, I mean, if that's true, then you just carry a couple of those and that would be like 8 hours, right, of record time. Makes a lot more sense. And I guess it uses the GoPro mounting systems. One riding buddy is supposed to be getting one, but he got it. It's coming from China because he did the $100 deal or whatever and didn't get the twin pack, where I would want the twin pack where I get the lens and the 360 lens, because I wouldn't mind trying like the 360. And I guess their editing software is actually not that bad. So that might be something where it's like, oh, wow, this actually works pretty nice. I mean, again, it's another Chinese camera. It's where they're all coming out of. I mean, GoPro's an American company, but, you know, everything's made over there. And I'm not impressed with GoPro. So, yeah, when I sell this bike, I might go pull the trigger and either buy Insta360 or get I might actually get the Insta360. And then if Sony comes out with a new action camera, maybe then pick that up. I'm going to be one of these people with a bunch of cameras. Now I know why there are people like that. I'm like, why would you have so many cameras? But it's because you're trying to chase something that works for you. And I'm a simple person, but yet I can't find anything that works for me. It's like, what is going on, you know? All I would do is want you to record. It's not that difficult. The camera can be bigger than what they're making them out to be. Thus, you know, so they don't have heating issues and they stay cool and what have you. It's like they keep trying to go smaller and it's just the heat builds up and then they want to shut off. And today's a cool day, so it shouldn't be a heating issue, and I have a breeze on it as I ride, so it should be keeping it somewhat cool. It's like, I just don't know, you know? It would be interesting to be a fly on the wall in a GoPro meeting. I think a lot of it has to do is like they want to sell all these various attachments instead of giving us a camera that will work for us out of the box. You see, GoPro got too big. They're like, we'll go to the attachments, you know, maybe we break even on the camera cost or only make a little bit, but we're gonna make a lot more money by selling a media mod. We're gonna call it for 85 bucks, shipped and with tax to somebody. We're gonna make money on that. You know, it's only gonna cost us $10 to produce, $5 a produce, because it's nothing special, made in China. And we're going to, you know, sell for a huge markup. And they're one of those companies that kind of price fix, so, you know, pretty much it's going to be the same price everywhere. Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll go down this one. This is, I don't know if this is technically Eagle Rock, but this is the trailhead everyone does in their Jeeps, rock crawlers. Oh my, but I'm going downhill. And you know GoPro's too big for their britches when they don't care what somebody says on YouTube about them. They really don't. There's a lot of people that are like, they have a lot of subscribers that are like, GoPro, the media mod stinks, or I like the media mod. Some of them, I wonder, they're probably, if they're too big a channel, then they probably got it for free. So they're kissing butt. It's like a lot of the reviews I saw talked about, oh, what is it called? Something purple mic or whatever. And you could tell they got their Chinese mic from this company because they actually show the bag and mention purple like 100 times, and I still forget exactly what it's called. I'm just like, okay, just say at the beginning, like, if you're gonna mention that many times, you might as well say, hey, yeah, these people hooked me up with a mic and to take a look at, and that way you're not trying to act like you're being unbiased. I mean, if you're being unbiased, then you don't outright keep showing the bag, keep mentioning the name. You know, you mention it once, and somebody's living back here. Poo bucket and everything. Lean to. Yeah, this is a pretty gnarly trail actually, so it's not like a ranger's just gonna, it's not like a ranger's just gonna happen down this. Yeah, I mean, not with the vehicles they have. They'd probably, if you call them out, they'd bring their side-by-side or ATV out to, you know, check. So if you were going to live in the woods, and you have a vehicle that you could get back, like a Jeep or something, you come to an area like this where you can go off and you could live there through the summer. I find that kind of weird. You would have to be really antisocial. Not to mention you'd be hauling gear with you too. So see how, I should have went down that way probably. It used to be that way, it was bad. This way's not bad anymore either, but woohoo. Let's see, left side. Somehow I ended up here. Is there a car down here? There we go. I think there might be a car down here. It was hard to see through the trees. No, maybe not. Maybe I just saw a log. I might have saw one of these white logs from a distance. I was gonna say, like, oh, that would be crazy. If somebody got a car down here, it's definitely stolen. Believe it or not, I've been up this quite a few times too. It's changed a lot since I've last done it. Woohoo. Go down and around, down that ramp. Whee. First time doing this on the XR 650Rs. The brother-in-law, we were going the other way. And we got to that point right there, and there was a Jeep pulled off that broke a drive shaft or axle or something, I don't know. Broke something. And we were going up, and we started going up, and we came back. I think that was probably the same day we did Captain Jack's. And I think it went off again.